everyone, and welcome to Not Overwatch, where today we're going to play Not Overwatch. And can we just talk about how adorable that little, lizard is on the branch? He's looking at you like, I'm so happy, but I'm also really curious as to what you're doing. I think maybe I love you. I love it so much. So specifically, we're playing Tooth and Tail because you know what? I miss random games. And when I saw there was an RTS about animals eating each other, I got seriously turned on.
I told my son, we won't work the farms, no. We won't eat the food of beasts. We'll eat meat, as any civilized animal does. But when the civilized called a harvest, and the city feasted on my boy, we took to the warrens and lit the country aflame. Who decides the fate of animals? The longcoats? The common folk? The KSR? Or the civilized? Whoever triumphs will go hungry no more. Those who fall will be dinner.
How awesome is that, right? Like, how good is that? 4 distinct factions of animals, each basically wanting to kill and eat the others, because that's what civilized animals do. It's a really cool concept. By the way, that guy's voice for that one line.
Who decides the fate of animals?
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Alright, so it's a lovely little campaign. Let's get to grips with this. Let's have a little bit of fun. So, I have done the Longcoats part of the campaign. We've had a bit of a rebellion, seen to our fellow soldiers, and just tried to manage our rising up against the civilized. And now we're playing as the common folk, the masses. So let's talk to this one. Who goes there? It is I, Hopper, come to free the... Ha! Shut your muzzle, Hopper. Glad to see you back in the skirts. KSR give you any trouble?
No more, then. Any old day. How's food?
Hey, Nubs, we got a problem, and the Metalric says you're the one to help. So this is how you get missions. Each of the factions has their base, and you're basically helping people who actually need something from you. It's a nice way to frame a campaign in a game like this. So, oh my god! The artwork for the unit types is lovely in this game. So we have Nomads of the North. Look at that. That chameleon's got a gnarly scar. Nobody crosses the trench gang. Nobody. Well, some have crossed the trench gang, but only once. Don't cross the trench gang. Okay, so this is how it basically goes down. You have your commander. You can rally your units to you, or you can make them chill, and they will automatically fight anything that's near. There's not that many controls. Effectively, you just choose, go here units, no, go here units, but it's a very subtle system that's very easy to grasp, not super complicated, but is very satisfying once you actually start to really get into the little nuances of what little micro you actually can do. We don't actually have a base in this one, which is interesting, so we'll see if we can't battle our way through here and acquire the chameleons with... spears. Oh, the bird is actually huge. I mean, I guess if it keeps... Oh my god, it just died and regurgitated so many at once. That's absolutely insane. Holy crap. Fantastic. Oh, we're kind of out of... those people. This is a little bit worrying. Come on, club them down. Yep, club that one. So that's a weasel with a cannon on its back, because, you know, you do need a weasel with a cannon on its back. Like, why not? I do think the unit designs are absolutely, positively charming. So the toads with their explosives on their back, they're a fantastic little thing. Absolutely beautiful little blighters. A little bit hopping mad. Because, I mean, I don't know what possesses you to be a suicide toad, but that's fine. You have a badger with a minigun, because, you know, why would you not want a badger with a minigun? And I think this inherently is what the meeting was when they decided the unitypes in this game. You know, why don't we have an X weapon on an X? So, for example, a giant boar with a flamethrower. Yep, that's a thing. And basically, the units work as a natural rock, paper, scissors thing. You have a loadout of units that you bring to the battle, and you have to try and build a balanced team that won't get completely countered. So you have Y unit that beats X unit, but then Z unit that beats Y unit, and you've got to try and manage and balance all that. For example, the Badger with a minigun does absolutely destroy the suicide frogs because he's the one that can move while firing, and obviously if the frogs can't get to you, they can't blow up on you. So that's absolutely fantastic. Why do frogs love being suicide bombers? Because they're a fan of croaking. I realized that joke was riveting. I had a follow-up all along. You activated my trap joke, and there's no escaping it. Oh my god, we need to free more prisoners. I'm not sure where the rest of them are. I'm assuming there's going to be one. Aha! More prisoners. Fantastic. So a load of the common folk then have apparently been taken in. The actual story of this game isn't horrible. I mean, the four-way civil war between all the animals is a really nice little thing to play off, and you kind of do get invested in them. Granted, the Longcoats are the only ones with a real proper story spine, at least that I've seen, because of the intro cinematic and that guy's wonderful voice.
Who decides the fate of animals?
God! It's the solution for all of life's ills, you know? Like, you've just been fired, well then.
We'll go hungry.
You've just been had broken up. Well then.
And lit the country aflame.
You've just lost all your family in a tragic Punisher-esque accident. Well, you know what it's time for.
We'll eat meat.
And I think really that's a beautiful thing. An absolutely beautiful thing. So this is a turret that's trying its best to prevent us, but we have a overwhelmingly large amount of units right now, so it's not too bad. So this mission seemingly does make me have to go around, well, everywhere and rescue everything. So let's... And a squirrel with a pistol, basic unit, very basic, in fact the most basic of units, but also at the same time it's a squirrel with a pistol. So when your most basic unit is a squirrel with a pistol who also has a huge drinking problem and brews alcohol, yes, they are known as the Distillery Brothers, well, you know you've got yourselves the making of a pretty good experience. Can I actually make it through here? I'm hoping so. I can. Come, my army! And I do love that when you spam jump, I mean, are you ready for this? Alright, so I believe with this we should be winning? Oh, obviously, top left of the map, literally the one place that I've not... It's weird that, isn't it? The one thing that I've not found... Prepare yourself for an utter shock, but the one thing that I've not found is actually located in the one place I've not been. Wow. I can't believe this. Apparently I just turned into the crow unit there, which is really quite good. So we don't have any of them, but these are on their way. Hey. Come on. Any minute now, they're going to arrive and, oh, just you wait it. You're going to pay for bombing me, little weasel. You're going to pay for bombing me any second now. Just you wait for it. Just a minute, just a couple. There we go. All right, commence paying for it, and boom, there we go. The common folk will feast. Ooh, so we actually beat the Special Forces people, the actual proper army. Interesting. So that's who we're seemingly at war at. So we're kind of like in a slummy area. There's a market. There's the boar that has a flamethrower. So I've actually got a snake over here. How are you doing? Surprised you'd show your face around here, yellow cloak. Oh, that's me! Civilized. Yeah, look, that's... Oh no, that was awkward. That's definitely awkward. So yeah, here we go. We got the Stilly Brothers, the Engineers for Hire, the Freight Union, Trench Gang, and ooh, Cache of Farmhands. So we've got actually long-range rifle sniper fox. How the normal default mode is. This is what you'd experience in multiplayer. You have these things called grist mills, and you build farms around the outside of them. And then to actually recruit the units, you do build with the food that you get, the burrow that summons them, and it summons them automatically. There's no real actually clicking on a building and asking it to produce the units or any of that. There is just a lot of automation in the game, but the thing is, I think it does it a real service because it really lets you shift the focus to the actual combat that's going on, because as I said, it's a very delicately put together system that's very deceptively simple, has a lot of little elements playing together, and you really start to get a hang for controlling your commander and really rallying your units in the correct places at the correct times, and you start to feel a lot more like a desperate war, you know? You've got your units streaming in from your burrows, going up against the enemy, and you're just vying for control. It really, via the nature of its mechanics, puts across that this is a fight for literally not to be eaten by the dudes trying to kill you, and that's quite an intense little feeling. So you see we've got our burrow here. Summon ourselves a few squirrels with pistols, and we'll go for a little bit of a scout and actually see what we're up against. So we gotta kill ourselves a load of enemies with the sniper fox, and we need to destroy the enemy strongholds. We'll do a little bit of damage that we can. Alright, that failed really, really badly. The pigs did defend themselves, and we've got ourselves a few little lizard opponents. Apparently I can't speak, so we'll get an extra gristmill. I think that makes sense. How much does it cost? Alright, so this is one of the super units. All of the units that cost 180 are actually really, really good, because on your classic loadout you choose two 60s, two 120s, and a 180 unit. That 180 unit is very much what you want your strategy built around. So if you choose the Badger with a minigun, then you're wanting to have a more mobile hit and run strategy because of his ability to actually move while firing, whereas I'm assuming with Kasha, because she's a sniper, we're probably going to be getting the high ground, getting a little bit more long range, and trying to get free kills without really properly engaging. So the unit loadout that you take into battle, and obviously you can choose what you do take into battle when you are in multiplayer, is very much where a lot of the strategy comes in. Almost like building a deck of 6 units, right? 5 units, sorry, I can't count. And it's very nice to balance that and try and come up with a balanced set of 5 that you think can be any reasonable situation that you find yourself up against. So I'm going to try and reclaim this farm while I build up my resources. Yes, indeed. Okay. Come on, build up faster. So, we finally got ourselves the burrow for the fox, so she's going to come out very, very soon. I don't really know if we need any freight unions at the moment. We probably want a little bit of trench gang, just because they're the melee ones, and they'll actually give the fox some time to do some sniping, so we'll get that built going on there. But I love the art style, right? Obviously, this is the kind of art style that I think you either really like or you just kind of have a reaction to, which is fair enough. See, this right here was already a mistake. I should have built the back row of farms because they're obviously more defensible because the enemy has to push further to get to them. And here we have ourselves our sniper, and hopefully she ends up having quite the range. Let's go on a little bit of an expedition. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of damage. No, no, this way, this way. Oh my god, I instantly got my sniper splatted into red mist. That was not good. Oh no. Oh, this is all going to hell. That was just very awkward. Okay, so I think we need a slightly different approach. I vastly overestimated the strength of that unit, so I kind of want to build up my backline a little bit, get my resources flowing, and hopefully get a bit more of a tanky army. So we've got one of the chameleon clubbers, which is really nice, but I think for now I want just a stronger squirrel army, which again is such a good sentence to be able to say. How often do you get to genuinely, in a meaningfully tactical way, go, you know what I need right now? A stronger squirrel army. All those old people that you see feeding animals in the park, they're not kind / don't know where they are. They've realized the power of an army made up of small animals armed to the teeth. Oh my god. I have just discovered the conspiracy of a lifetime. What to do with this information? I'm not actually sure. So we're actually running low on farms, which isn't good, but we're getting a much more solid army up. I need to get this gristmill back once more. It's really, really not good. I need more food. I have very much put myself in a precarious situation. Can we finish him off? No, we couldn't quite finish him off. That is a huge shame. That is a lot of lizard attackers. No, my goddamn chameleon burrow. Where are you getting so many lizards from? I want to know. I love lizards. I own 3 of them. I want an army. Oh, God, I just revealed my own plot twist. There's a reason I own 3 lizards. I've not quite taught them to wield clubs or spears yet, but I think I'm close. You know, I do think I'm close. The image of me hunched over the vivarium trying to sellotape a spear to my Tegu's, like, front claw. Like, come on. Come on, you can do it, alright? You just need to wield it. Oh my bloody Nora! Bloody hell. I think somehow, right, we're gonna return to the Warrens. You really do have to think about what units you build when you go, and I think timing is the real king of this game. It very much rewards knowing when to do what, because the main focus is on your commander and when you choose to move your units, and everything's shifted away from the normal traditional intensiveness of macro and micro. You're very much then focused on the finer things, the fine-tuning of when do you attack, how quickly do you build your first units, do you be greedy and start with farms, or do you get your Warrens? And yes, choosing whether to do things like rush or go for economy is very much present in other RTSs. I think the things that this game has chosen to focus on is very much things that aren't necessarily at the forefront of more traditional RTSs like Age of Empires, like StarCraft, and that already gives it a gameplay niche, especially with the idea that your commander is the one in charge, not just your omnipresent mouse, is very much something that sets it apart. Obviously, the theme that it's playing with as well is absolutely excellent, but I don't know, there's just something about this that I really, really enjoy. So what I want to do now is actually be incredibly greedy and just go for a load of farms instantly and hope that I don't get rushed by a load of lizards to begin with. Now, the enemy flag bearer is scouting me out, so I don't know how much they will actually care about that. Now, you can burrow through the ground and return instantly to your base as the flag person. You don't have to run everywhere, but so far I haven't really needed that. So I'm going to have to build some units now, I think, and we will start with a nice little backline of squirrels just to get that rolling, because I don't want to be too greedy like these pigs. By the way, pigs in this world both really enjoy farming, they don't mind being eaten, and they're effectively an oppressed slave class of animal, because everyone, even the revolutionaries fighting for, you know, something a bit better, still treat the pigs like shit. And nobody mentions it or really cares. All 4 factions trying to fight and kill each other to then eat them for the sake of they just want nicer food, which, by the way, is the entire reason this war is even happening. They just want the right to eat one another because meat is tastier than grains. All 4 of these factions still treat the pigs like absolute nothing. And I really kind of want a DLC where it's like the pig uprising and they add them as a 5th faction to the game with exclusively pig units. I think that would be really, really nice. My ferret alone! Leave my cannon ferret alone. Again, add that to the list of things that this game lets you say. Okay, so here we are once more in my 3rd attempt at this, and I just remembered that there is extra rules that apply to a lot of the missions to make it a little bit, let's say, more challenging. And I completely forgot about the fact that there is ones, of course, on this. So your water heals you, being in the enemy territory damages you, and you're not allowed to really hoard over more than 200 food. So, honestly, what I've realized is I am a giant backer. And because of this... Alright, we need to acquire some more. Just generally stuff at this point. I think we'll put down another one of them. Have ourselves another farm. When the hell did we lose that farm? We've got quite the little army brewing, which is lovely. But I do want at least one more Fox Sniper, just because if I'm really going to get that extra heroic option, which I kind of do, you know, just for completionist sake, really. Oh, come on, come on. Alright, yeah, no, we actually had way enough. So we actually have a much nicer map, and honestly, I think this is probably one of my main complaints in this. In multiplayer, it's not a big deal because you and your opponent are on equal footing, but in a lot of the campaign missions, because the map is random each time you try, you can very much get to situations where one map just makes it absolutely trivial and another makes it absolutely ridiculously difficult to accomplish, and it's a little bit not great because it kind of encourages you almost to restart till you get a really good map if you super care about that kind of thing. Alright, let's fight off this lizard swarm. There we go. Look at the gory, lovely animal violence as they pop into little misty buckets of blood. All lizards shall die! Well, actually, no, that's... why am I fighting these people? I fucking love lizards. All squirrels shall die! Well, actually, no, that's my army, so they shouldn't turn on me either. Indiscriminately, all animals shall die! That's not good either, though, because now you can just take that as a sound file and I look like an absolute jackass. I guess I'll accept that one, though, because I tend to look like an absolute jackass anyway, so I've not really actually lost that much when it comes to that one. Let's get yet another Fox Sniper, because that's what I want from this. We do have a really nice large amount of food coming in, which is wonderful. And another Fox Sniper taking us to a lovely, lovely round number of 3. Now, we do have more on the way. Oh my god, they're going for a side attack! I can't believe it. No, don't destroy my fox bunker. Okay, we're good. We are... Alright, so clearly the issue is I am surrounded on all sides by enemy mills. So I'm going to go for a little bit of an explore out here and see if I can't find where they're coming from. Nothing too crazy here, I'm assuming. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we got a gristmill there to deal with and one there. So maybe that other attack was actually a little bit of a... trickery, because I feel like most of everything's over here. We want to go towards the edge, and then if I reveal this, my cannon guys can pretty much safely bomb this. I have a few squirrels that are in enemy territory technically, so they are burning, which isn't really good. I'm going to try and stand in front so I can take a little bit of damage for my guys, but I really need to get them back, and hopefully we can slowly bomb this gristmill. Alright, there we go, because we really need to cut the food supply really right down, because we are quite frankly facing way too many goddamn lizards. This is actually working really well, and we got the 40 enemies, which is just beautiful, and boom! There we go. I love that the freaking pig lives are attached to the mill. So as soon as the mill dies, they all just blow up in misty blood. It's just fantastic. I do absolutely adore that this campaign is not just a walkover, because there's always been quite a passion for me for difficult RTS campaigns, because it harkens back to the original Age of Empires, back when I was a wee laddie, and the mission where you start as a single monk, and you have to convert a villager, which then lets you build a town center, and you slowly go through there. It took me so long to do that, but when I finally did it, the satisfaction was just unbelievable. I absolutely was just so ecstatic when I managed to do it. I seriously was, and that's what I kind of get from this. Some really cool, difficult, I have to think about what I'm doing vibes, and that's really fantastic. So let's get this a bombing. I think our current army should be enough to bring this mission home. I wonder how many there is left. There cannot be that many more, right? That one's not even taken. There's not one over here. I'm going to assume then in this corner? No, that one's not taken. So bottom right. I think we have a lot of fox snipers, which is really good. This is quite the army for a game like this, and I think one thing I do appreciate is, in general, the numbers in this are really quite small. Like, compared to Age of Empires, where you have armies of 100 fighting against each other, this one is much, much nicer than that. So let's get in the water, which does heal, and in theory, we can just absolutely annihilate this final gristmill and win! Yeah! Alright, the common folk will feast. Fuck you, sophisticated people! Alright, guys. That will do for a little bit of a quick look at Tooth and Tail, a really adorably twisted game with a satisfying amount of depth for what it is. So, yeah, let me know if you like this. As I said, I do miss doing random game videos. I know this probably won't do air quotes well in terms of raw numberage, but I am hoping those of you that have chosen to check this out do like it. I realize I can't do this often because of YouTube's broken system, which is a problem that I need to come up with some sort of solution to soon, but I don't want to worry you all. So for now, my name's been Rage. Like, enjoy the subscribe for more. Goodbye.
Who decides this?